Right now, across America, leaders are talking about building the middle class. But what we don't need is a lot of empty rhetoric about building the middle class. What we need is discussion of concrete strategies to improve the pathways through which families make it to the middle class. And that's what I want to talk about today, those concrete pathways. Certainly one path is education. And that means we need to invest more in early childhood education, more in K-12 education in which we have overcrowded classrooms. And certainly we need to make college more affordable. And that means increasing the Pell Grant, and it means when many of our students need to borrow, which they will, that they should be able to borrow from the federal government the same low interest rate that the big banks get when they borrow from the federal government. That'll make college a lot more affordable. So let's tear down those roadblocks to education, and so that families can move successfully up this pathway to the middle class. And a second pathway or roadway are good paying jobs. And the roadblocks here are that we've been losing a lot of good paying manufacturing jobs due to bad trade policy. When you put American workers in direct competition with workers in very poor countries earning less than $1 per hour, manufacturing moves overseas to where the costs are lower. So we've lost 5 million jobs and 50,000 factories, and we need to put an end to that strategy that's eviscerating the heart of middle-class working manufacturing America. In addition, we need to take and invest in infrastructure. China is spending 10% of its economy on infrastructure, Europe 5%, and America barely 2%. Spending more on roads and bridges and docks creates good paying jobs now and a far better economy in the future. So let's get rid of those roadblocks and create more good paying jobs for families to make the path to middle class America. And third, let's talk about home ownership. In 2003, the United States allowed predatory teaser rate mortgages that turned home ownership from a wealth building instrument to a wealth stripping instrument. And this really goes against the fact that home ownership has been the biggest wealth building strategy for the middle class we've ever seen in America. So we've stopped those predatory loans. We must not allow them to return. And in addition, we need to make sure that we provide structures that incentivize and create opportunities for first-time homeowners to be able to buy that starter house. So home ownership, let's restore it as an instrument of success for middle-class families in that manner. During the coming weeks and months, we'll hear more about middle class from leaders across America. Well, let's make sure we're holding them accountable to talk about real, concrete, proven strategies that will make this economy, the American economy, work for working Americans.